a button. I pressed something and now it's red. Is that better? Okay. Fuck. My name is Amy. I'm working out of Concealed Empire Tattoo. I've been tattooing for 2 years now. Before tattooing, I went to uni for 2 years and I was working in gyms. So I studied exercise science, worked in gyms, all of that fitness kind of stuff. I still love all of that, but I don't know, it didn't give me the same like purpose and creative outlet and stuff like that. So yeah, kind of left uni, moved away from all of that, but I feel like I don't have any that are like terrible. I've got funny ones and stuff like that, but nothing I regret. Half the ones I did on myself too were pretty shocking at first, but I don't know, they're all fun. If I wasn't tattooing, I think I would probably be a physio because that's what I was in uni for. I would be doing like, yeah, physio or PT, something to do with sport, I think. Otherwise, I have no idea what I would do with my life if I wasn't doing that or this. I got nothing else. I don't know. I found my things, like, you know, I don't know what. That's my first. Probably this sleeve. I like both of them, but this was like my first one. It was my first color piece, so I was like really nervous getting it. But Blake that did it did so good, and I get so many compliments on it. And people recognize his work. Like he's a good artist. So yeah, I think that's probably my favorite one. I love it. I've been drawing since I was probably like, I don't know, since I could pick up a pencil. Like my dad was teaching me as I was a kid and everything, and I did it all through school, but I just didn't know what I could do with it. Like I wanted to go to art college and all of that, but I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself as an artist. So I kind of went to uni, did the whole fitness thing, and then, yeah, I don't know, something popped up one day and yeah, someone said something like, you could be a tattooist. And I was like, never thought of that. But yeah, then my friend was getting tattooed at a shop down the road from where I lived, and he said they were looking for an apprentice, so I pretty much bolted there and begged them for a job, and yeah, then I started from there. At our old shop, it was like, we had body piercing and tattooing, so then we had a bell that would sit on the front desk if like the piercer wasn't there, or like, you know, someone needed our attention, we didn't hear them come in or something like that. And we used to hate that bell because like people would just abuse it. Like they would like walk straight in and be like, dun, 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 on the bell, and we'd be like, oh. So just every time we heard that bell go, we were like, what the fuck is it? And we had one day that this girl got her belly button pierced, and she's like at the counter going to pay, and we hear the bell go, and we were like, who's ringing the bell? Like we know the boss is out there, like no one should need help, why is the bell ringing? And we look out and this poor girl has like passed out, but as she's passed out, she's like folded forward and like hit the bell with her head. And so we've been like, oh, like our first reaction is like, oh, that fucking bell. And we looked out the front, this poor girl's on the floor. We were like, oh, that was her face. Hit the bell. Now she's on the floor. We need to help her. Traveling internationally, I'd love to go and work in Germany. Kirsten and I have talked about it, like going to Germany, but working over there would be cool. Even Japan, that would be sick. I met a guy from Japan that told me to come and guest spot with him. And that was like, I was like a little kid. That was like the best day of my life. I was like, me in Japan? Yeah, 100%. Like, you're me? Yeah, how come? So yeah, I think somewhere like Japan, Germany, something like that, to go and work there would be like, yeah, that would be up there. I feel like I already have this answered for me because Katie kind of nailed it. I don't know, Katie called me a little red panda, and apparently no one knew what a red panda was, but they're actually really cute. But she said that I'm a red panda because they're cute, but they're vicious and you can't touch them, and they're like really aggressive. Apparently I'm aggressive. Yeah, even though we found out the other day that Katie's been arrested. Katie's more wild than me.
Have you ever been arrested?
No. I was like a private schoolgirl, went to a Catholic school. Yeah. Like uni, I was a nerd, bro. I was not getting arrested. That was not me. I was not doing nothing crazy. So I feel like music taste is a big one, and like the whole like personality thing. Like, I don't know, because I am really fun and bubbly and like nice, but I feel like my music taste and stuff like that is like the polar opposite. Like, yeah, I've met so many people and like I'll put my music on and they're like, oh, I thought you'd be like a Swiftie and you like One Direction. And I'm like, oh, no, definitely not quite. Yeah, someone screaming with heavy drums will put me right to sleep. That's much better. So I think that's a big one. I think Lecky wigged out about that one. Yeah, the private school girl loves the death metal. I feel like that's so hard because there's so many things about it. I think the travel aspect's a big one, but I think with travel like comes meeting people as well. Like the people you meet and kind of the industry almost has like its own little world. Like if you weren't a part of it, you probably wouldn't know that it's there, but especially traveling, going to expos, meeting people, being like around so many other artists and in like a little community of it, like you really see like there's a whole like other little world that just like exists, and it's just tattooing. Like it's made its own thing, and it's, I don't know, I love it. Like every time we go to expos and you see everything that everyone's doing and like how creative people are and like how people bounce off each other, like I feel like there's not many industries that you get that. So I think that's my favorite part. I feel like it's, a lot of people are struggling. Like it's not the same as what it used to be. Like it's probably quieter, but other than that, I feel like it's still come such a long way. Like I feel like it used to be, if you were a tattooist, you had to be like a dude or like a criminal. Like it wasn't a girl's job, or it wasn't like about creativity. It was about just being, I don't know, like a criminal, yeah, I guess. That was the whole association. But I feel like it's come so far from that. Like anyone can do it, and they can do it to actually be themselves and be creative and all that sort of thing. So I don't know, I feel like social media and like the internet and everything has like given it that opportunity to blow up like that. But I guess that comes with other things too. Like then you have all these things now that there's like tattooing schools and like weird shit like that I feel like probably should have just stayed away, or not a thing. Like I had like a pretty traditional like tattoo apprenticeship, and I would not change that. And I feel like everyone that wants to be a tattooer should experience that to some degree. I feel like there was some that took it a bit far, but I feel like you gotta like, it's different when you feel like you've earned your way and you've done the hard shit, and like I feel like that part of it should still be around. But yeah, no, I feel like it's definitely changed a lot. I think all of the girls really. Obviously Moni, because I feel like Moni has so much experience behind her. She's traveled, like done everything. Anything that Moni does, I'm like, oh, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Like, tell me. But I think all of the girls, like, I feel like no matter where you go, you're going to be surrounded by people that you can bounce things off and learn from. And someone's always got a different way of doing something. And I feel like the best thing is not getting like such tunnel vision and stuck in the same way of doing things all the time. And yeah, I feel like working with anyone's gonna teach you something different, and just to have people like support you, like I feel like that makes me look up to someone. Like if they're a good person as well, like the way that us girls can sit here and just be like, oh, like that's so cool what you're doing, like I reckon you'd be so good at this, or you'd nail that, or I'd love to see you do this, or like one of us is struggling and it's like, oh, all good, like we'll help you, we'll just do it this way. That I don't know, I feel like that makes me look up to everyone, because we would all do that for each other. And yeah, I would say hold on to what made you want to do it in the first place, because like I said, if you're doing a sort of more traditional apprenticeship, it's not easy, and it tests you and it pushes you, and you do get thoughts where you're like, oh, is this worth it? Should I be doing this? But if you just hold on to the reason that you're doing it, like if you have a real like connection to why you're doing it and who you are as a person, then I think that'll pull you through anything. So yeah, I guess just drawing because you love it and doing what you love and sticking to that and holding on to that, it'll take you anywhere if you push hard enough at that. So I feel like good laughs, because I say a lot of stupid shit. I feel like that's a big one. Yeah, I don't know, I feel like bringing up like energy in the morning is a good one. Like I feel like I do it like for everyone, but for myself as well. Like go to pump everyone up in the morning. I feel like exploding ink bottles, that's been an embarrassing one. That's sucked. I had like a bottle of black ink once, and I always check the lid, and I mustn't have checked the lid for this one, and I just shook it, and it went like all over this guy's shoes, all over the floor, all up the wall. It was a nightmare. I kind of just took a second and was like, oh, sorry. I looked at the apprentice, like, help me. They were white, yeah. They weren't after, they were white when he walked in, not when he walked out. Sorry. Did Katie get to think of any of these, or was she on the spot too like me? Ah, fuck. I think it's so much harder. I feel like Bree's a bit of like a black cat type vibe. It's like... She's like kind of chill, doesn't really like, I don't know, like she's quiet, does her own thing, but she's also like, you know, when they like cuddle up to you and you're like, oh, I really like you. Like, that's like me with Bree. Like I remember thinking she was so like quiet, doing her own thing, and then like you hang out with her and you talk to her and you're like, oh, I love her. Like, I feel like that's me with black cats. When you called him a rhino, I felt like that was really fitting. So like big, like gentle giants. I feel like that's you, the rhino.
Losing their shit, getting chased by.
Yeah, but I feel like he would have that in him, you know, if he needed it. I feel like he could start charging. You know, like the horn's there. They don't really like use it, but it's there, you know. He starts running, it's coming at you.
I don't know if that was recording.
No. Mate. That's the one shot gone. Done. I think I'd like to do probably two. I'd like to do more Japanese because I feel like I always want to do more Japanese. But more realism as well. Like I've had a bit more of it come through since being here. And I've actually loved it. It's been really fun. So yeah, I think realism and like faces, but then like polar other end, like Japanese, I would do more of as well. So I feel like tribal is like, we all know that one probably should have stayed back there. Yeah, they're really trying to bring it back, and the tramp stamp thing with the tribal, yeah, it's not a thing. Just stop doing it. It's not a thing. No, leave it. Namakubis for sure. Like the ones with the blades through them that I keep drawing, and everyone's like, that's really aggressive. Stop doing that. Yeah, that. Yeah. I did one on Jamie's ribs a couple weeks ago, and he sat like a weapon. That was wild. He sat all day on his ribs, and yeah, he got like a big Namakubi going down his side, and yeah, I could do them every day. I feel like when people, I don't think they realize, like they think they're sitting still, like say it's like their arm or something, but they're like doing other shit like over here, and they don't think it affects that. Like they feel like they have to physically move that arm for it to be a problem. I'm like, no, you talk with your hands. Stop talking with your hands. Like they're doing this and their whole body is like, oh, like, then like, they don't even realize they're doing it, so it's fine. But like you're like trying to tattoo and they're like, oh my God, like talking about this really exciting thing, and I'm like, whoa. From my own experience, my ribs was pretty bad, but I'm a bit of a baby when I get tattooed. I feel sorry for anyone that tattoos me because I whinge. It's not fun, but yeah. My neck scares me. I want to get my neck tattooed, but I'm scared. Probably. Let's start with the sides and then do there, but yeah. See, it depends. I might cry and then not want to do it. I don't know. I feel like reference pictures, not necessarily of like other people's tattoos, but just of things that they want in it. Like I feel like when people send you reference photos, they feel like they need to send you things that's been done as a tattoo already. But if you just have certain elements that you like and you want in it, you can send like photos of other things. Like if you want a certain flower in it, you don't need to go look for a tattoo of that flower. If you just like this specific flower, just send me that and I'll turn it into a tattoo. Like that's part of my job. Bit of a gym freak. I love going to the gym and boxing. That's really a big one too.
Demonstration of your boxing stance.
No. No. And honestly, anything like outside, like going like for little adventures, like waterfalls, go for a run, go for a surf, like free diving, any of that is, yeah, I'll do it. I'll take it. So.
Show us some boxing stance.
No. Yeah. Suddenly I don't actually know how to box. I've never boxed in my life. I don't know.
You're really close.
So if you want your eyebrows tattooed, come in and talk to me because I would love to do that. Even if like I feel like people feel like if they come in they have to be obliged to do something, but just come talk to us. It's fine. We're nice people. And come hang out. You don't even have to get tattooed. You want some friends?
We're human.
Yeah, we're normal people. Come hang out with us. Come ask us questions. Come talk to us. We're here. We like talking. I'm a people person. I like people. So yeah, come hang out with me.
Yeah, we'll cut that one out.
Yeah, she's like, I don't remember that. That's weird.